Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is having a beautiful, lovely day on this beautiful Sunday morning. Welcome to my backyard. Welcome to my food forest, I guess, that I've been working on for the past 8 to 9 months. So I just want to do a really quick video here today just to kind of document and show off some of the current trees that I have on the ground. I hope you guys enjoy it. So grab your cup of coffee and come with me. I hope you guys really enjoy it because I've put a lot of work into this, but there's still more work for me to do. And I guess I'll show you guys some of it too. So I'm gonna start off with this right here. You see this mess? That right there um, is basically all of the oak trees that I've been cutting down, and I need to basically remove it, but it's kind of expensive to hire a crew to come out here and chop it up and remove it. So what I've been doing is I've been chopping it up into blocks and then splitting the wood and burning it slowly. So it's a really, really long process, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I wanna start off by showing you this right over here. This is gonna be the very first tree I wanna show off. This is actually the first trees that I put on the ground actually on my property. And this is a lemon guava, also known as Catley. We usually just call it Catley guava. Love this tree. Now this tree has produced a lot of guava for me and I love the taste of it. This is by far my favorite guava that I've eaten so far. Highly recommended for those of you who's starting out in the food forest project to get one of these. Moving along, I have my second tree right here. Now this one is a Chama, also known as Brazilian black cherry. This is a big flop for me. I don't recommend it. Now I'm not sure if it's the first time that it produces fruit for me, and that's why the flavor wasn't all there. But when I ate it, there wasn't any flavor at all. It wasn't sweet, it wasn't sour, it was just bland. So I'm hoping maybe the second batch, when it comes out next year for me, when it produces next year for me, hopefully it'll be good. But for now, yeah, I don't recommend this one. This was, I don't know, to me it was kind of waste of money to get this because it doesn't taste like anything. Okay, moving on. This is a Page Adamoya. Now, this is my first time trying to grow Adamoya, and I haven't had a lot of luck with it. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, but most of my Annonas, like the Charamoya and the Adamoya, I've been doing really bad at trying to make it grow. So yeah, that's my Adamoya right there. Over here, I have all of my jujube. This is a GA866. It did flower this year, but none of the fruit was, it didn't hold any fruit. And I think it was because it needed another jujube to cross-pollinate with, but none of the other flowered, so it didn't hold any fruit. And then that's an Indian jujube right here. This big old thing right here. And this is just a basil tree that I have, but behind the basil tree is this one right here is a Sherwood. It's not doing very well. I mean, it's been at the same height ever since I bought it. Hasn't grown anything. I mean, the leaves are really healthy, but I'm not sure what's going on with it. I've just been leaving it alone like that. These are just rootstock jujube. I'm planning to graft this coming up over spring. I'm gonna do a lot of experimentation on these. Graft like a bunch of random jujube on these right here. So wait for that. Over here I have my green Adamoya. Not sure if that really exists, if there is a green Adamoya out there, but that's what the previous owner told me. This variety is a green Adamoya. Has a really weird growing habit though. It doesn't want to grow up straight, so I'm not sure what's wrong with it. It's like kind of drooping down. And like I said again, I'm not doing well on the Adamoya. If anyone can give me some hints on how to, better fertilize it, better water it, anything to help me, get better at growing Adamoya, leave some comment below. I would really appreciate it. And over here, this is another jujube. This is the tiger tooth. As you can see, there is one fruit right there. One tiny little fruit. I don't want to touch it too much. I might drop it. And these are just jackfruit. I'm not going to put these on the ground. These are just extra. I'm planning to, use it for trade. If anyone's interested in the Central Florida region, you guys want to trade for seeds or, manure, compost, just hit me up, let me know. And over here, this is a Pakistan mulberry. Now my plan is just to get this mulberry to grow big and tall so that it will give me a lot of shade to this area right here where I have like a bunch of benches. It's gonna be like a little fire pit right about here, and we can roast some marshmallow over the winter. Right, moving on. Over here I have my very special Jaboticaba. Now this one is a Grimmel Jaboticaba. It's been on the ground for, I believe, 3 months now. It's been on the ground for 3 months, and a lot of you will probably say that, hey, it's pretty young and small. Most of the Jaboticaba are supposed to stay in a container, but this one, the only reason why I put it on the ground is because originally it was like in a 7-gallon container, and it was already having root circulating. It was like in a root ball, so I didn't want to contain it anymore. If it wants to roam, I usually try my best to keep it in a container, but if it wants to roam, I have to leave it on the ground so that it can have more room to grow. And so far, my soil, the pH of my soil it's pretty acidic, I believe. I think it should be a lot more acidic, because if you look at the leaves, there's no burnt tip at all. I don't see any burnt tip at all, so it must mean that, the tree loves it. So I'm just gonna leave it there. It's been 3 months now, so no burnt tips. So my area, at least my soil, to my knowledge, thus far is, it's gonna do well. So I'm gonna invest more in Jaboticaba, since my soil is meant to grow Jaboticaba, at least, what I've seen so far. Over here, this is a Sabra, Jaboticaba, also on the ground. You can look at it, no burnt tips. Well, there's a little burnt tip over here, but I don't think that's due to, higher pH or anything. It's just random, maybe sunburn. I'm not sure, but if you look everywhere else, there's new growth coming out. It's doing super healthy. Same thing, it's been on the ground for 3 months. Over here, this right here is another grimal that I put on the ground. And all of these are just, random lychee seedling. Now I planted out a lot of seedling, lychee seedling and jackfruit. Like I said again, this is just for trading. I'm not gonna keep all this. I trade these in for, other seed, on the compost, manure, anything that I can get my hands on. Oh, this one right here is what is this? Yes, yeah, sugar apple. Yeah, sugar apple over here, sugar apple over here. This is a soursop. And as you can see, I keep all of my precious, highly priced Jaboticaba all locked up so that the squirrels can't get in. And over here, these are some Adamoya and Cherimoya that I grew from seedling. I'm gonna mainly, I think I'm gonna keep some of them as is, but then some of them I'm gonna use as a rootstock to graft other variety of Adamoya or Cherimoya in there. And then back there, that's kind of like the new area that I kind of cleared out so far. Not sure what I'm gonna use that area for yet, but that's another topic for another day. And then over here, this is a carambola. It's doing very well in the shade, so I'm gonna keep it here. Plus it's already on the ground, so I don't want to move it out. Some of these trees right here, these are blue Jaboticaba, also known as false Jaboticaba. Scientific name is Messiera vexator. I have some more vexator over here as well. And then some random Adamoya, some random Pakistani mulberry. This one's a white mulberry that I did from a cutting right over there. And then some wax jambu seedling. Over here I have a lot of Jaboticaba. Red hybrid, Sabra. This one's a red hybrid as well. This one's a white Jaboticaba right here. And then as far as mango, I've invested a lot of time and effort into growing out these seedlings right here. These are okrung. So and then these are namdokmai right here. I invested a lot of time and effort into the Thai variety because I think those are going to be more true to seed. And then this one is, I think this one is this one is a Mahachanuk. Smells freaking awesome, this one. So I can't wait for that one to grow out. Moving on, this one is a Spanish plum right here. Not sure what's the difference between a Spanish plum and a hot plum, but when it fruits, I'm gonna get to find out. Over here, this is just more Jaboticaba that I have. And then I have a bunch of new seedling that just popped up for Adamoya. Over here, this is a white sapote. This is a mulberry, ever-bearing mulberry. They grow very fast. Not my favorite mulberry though, but I'm still gonna keep it. And as you can see here, this is the area that I've just mulched, so I don't have to mow the lawn anymore. I'm hoping I get to mulch the rest of this area so I don't have to pull any weeds and just, try to keep it weed free, but I have to wait for another load of mulch to come in. Over here, this is my cherimoya. Again, it's doing pretty bad, and I think it has to do with me not fertilizing it enough. And I've tried triple 8, I tried Osmocote triple 14. Now I'm moving on up to triple 20. But it seems to, I don't know what it is. It's not enough fertilizer, and I don't want to over fertilize it, but I'm trying to do it as low as I can. I just hope I don't over fertilize it, but this is clearly a sign of, you know, it needing more fertilizer. So it's kind of frustrating to actually find the right amount to put it in there. Moving on, this is more Jaboticaba, my Peruvian white guava. This is achacharu. This is also known as Garcinia humilis. I have another one, Garcinia humilis over here, achacha. So both of those, I kind of planted them both together. And then this one is a jamun, also known as, I think, Filipino grape. I could be wrong. So, yeah, that's the jamun right there. This one is a fig. This one was a gift. Doing kind of bad, but I think it's sprouting out new leaves. It's been the same height. I think I've had it for 8 months now. And yeah, nothing much to talk about that one. And sugar cane right over here. This is a pineapple guava. What's the other name that I have? I'm going blank here, guys. What's the other name for this? Fajeo. I think that's the name of it. Fajeo. Or fajoa, or fajoa. Yeah, fajoa. Over here, this is my Lisa Atamoya. Again, I'm just not getting the formula correctly or something, because that's clearly a sign of, needing more fertilizer. It's just, right now I'm testing it out to see which one is best. I've already tried triple 8. I've tried Osmocote triple 14, and now I've moved it up to, triple 20. Just not sure. I don't want to over fertilize it. But yeah, that's the Lisa Atamoya. I have another white Peruvian guava. This is another white sapote. I think this one is a Subel, and the other one that I showed you before over there, I think that one is a Redland variety. Here's just a Sabra Jaboticaba in a pot. Barbie pink guava, Barbie pink. This one over here is the heck is this thing? Okay, yeah, this one is a Jamaican strawberry tree. Love this thing right here. I'm always out here picking a little bit of this to eat. And over here I have a soursop. This one is a Presley Atamoya. This one is a pretty tall white mulberry. I cannot wait to taste this one, because I heard a lot of people say that it's the sweetest one out of all of the mulberry. Another soursop. And let's see. These are just blueberries over here. That's another fig. Not good at growing blueberry, so even if it dies, I'm not really gonna care for it. But that one though, this one is a Jaboticaba Sabra variety as well. And as you can see, I have a lot more cleaning up to do over here. But this area right here, this is just more room for me to grow out more of my Jaboticaba or Atamoya. Yep. This is just one of the trunk of the tree that I'm trying to burn. I've been burning it down for a pretty long time, but it keeps growing back. So then I keep having to burn it just to kill it. But yeah, that right here, this is basically what I've been working on for the past 8 months. It's been kind of a long video, but I just want to document and record everything so that 5 to 10 years from now, I will be able to watch this video again and see some of the progress that I've made. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please press the like button, subscribe to my video, and I'm gonna start doing a lot more grafting later on in the season for winter. So subscribe, and hopefully you'll get